Skyrim's animation are a prime target for improvement. While there are many aspects of the game we'd like to see updated, the animations are a clear standout. Let's just say vanilla Skyrim animations feels janky and lifeless. If you're like me and just wants a more modern animations being played, then you're in luck. In today's video, we'll be tackling exactly that. I'll also be posting the load order within the video, so be sure to watch till the end. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Starting off, we'll tackle the main movement mods before proceeding to further add animations. One thing I personally love when it comes to mods is that when it adds different variants for objects or even architectures related materials. I get tired seeing the same thing over and over across Skyrim. I feel the same way when it comes to animations, and thankfully we have conditional armor type animations. This mod is a framework where it allows us to have different animation variants depending on the armor type we wear. By utilizing this mod, when wearing heavy armor, your character will show some difficulty when moving. While light armor, animations are less stiff, and for the non-armored clothes, your movements are more free. Keep in mind that since this is just a framework, you won't be getting these animations instantly. This is where I will now show you the animations you'll need to have the best and modernized movement. Let's start off with the mage or non-armored cloth type armor. Goetia animations female and male idle walk and run. By utilizing both OAR and CATA, when wearing non-armored clothes, you'll now have new animations for it. These animations fits perfectly for mage type characters as mages don't really wear armors that may slow them down. And the animations being played shows agile movements befitting non-armored clothes. Additionally, Goetia Animation Sprint completes the animation movements for non-armored clothing by replacing the vanilla sprint animation that matches the style for mages. Now for light armor, we have Vanargand animations to female and male idle walk and run. The successor of the previous Vanargand animation, now improved and of course way smoother animations for light armored users. I find the animations perfect for scout type users as it still shows how agile the movements can be while having light armor. And of course, way better than vanilla standard animation. I also recommend getting Vanargand animations to sprint as this completes the overall animations for light armored users. Lastly, for heavy armors, we have Leviathan animations to female and male idle walk and run. If you guessed it, this replaces the animations for both the player and users using heavy armor. This particular animation shows more restraint in movements compared to the previous mods. It perfectly makes sense that wearing heavy armor should indeed make it harder to move around with, and I personally believe that the author did a great job in showing it. And to complete the animation set, Leviathan Animations 2 Sprint will replace the sprinting animation for heavy armor types. Did you know, just like vampires, you and I still need to sleep? Introducing Manta Sleep. Manta Sleep makes the best sleep masks and functional sleep accessories worldwide. Their main goal is to enable better lives through better sleep and regular naps. Now, believe me or not, I promise you that these masks are very comfortable. I mean, even vampires will now be sleeping at night. Thanks to Manta Sleep, they sent me some masks to use. I still have my Manta Sound Sleep Mask and the Pro Sleep Mask. And after a few months of using them, my sleep has definitely improved. They are very lightweight, and because these masks have that C-shaped eye cups, they are suitable for people who love to sleep sideways. I personally use Manta Sound Sleep Mask a lot more since I love sleeping with relaxing music playing at the background. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below and make sure to use my code PANDA for a 10% off on your order. Thank you once again to Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video. Now of course, having all these doesn't mean everything is all set. We still have a few more main mods we need to overall complete the movement animations. That's where Smooth Random Jump Animation Rework comes in. This mod adds an abundance of different jump variations, 4 types of jumping in place, 4 types of jumping while moving, 4 types of jumping while sprinting, and 4 types of fall animations. It's basically an all-in-one jump animation pack that has conditions for it to play different kinds of jump animations depending on the situation. Compared to vanilla, this is a massive improvement overall, and I cannot recommend it enough for everyone to try it out. And lastly, for the main movement mods, we have Stronger Swimming Animations SE. This replaces the swimming animation to have a more in-depth action when swimming. In vanilla Skyrim, the swimming animation was too repetitive and simple. With this mod, however, it dynamically switches between different swimming animations seamlessly, offering a smoother experience. Overall, with all these mods, you'll definitely have a more modern and unique animations. Personally, this is currently the best setup in terms of movement animations that is currently available in the community that we can all try. And now we'll be moving forward with additional movement enhancements that focuses on how we interact with the environment. I assure you that this will definitely make Skyrim feel like a modern title. We first have my favorite mod, Skyclimb. By utilizing EVG animated traversal, this mod enables us to traverse through different terrains at ease, as Skyclimb brings a true climbing mechanic to Skyrim. The mod uses techniques seen in modern games to allow you to realistically climb onto anything, from vaulting on fences, to climbing roofs, to even mountain climbing. You'll definitely have a smoother experience traveling the harsh environment that Skyrim has to offer. As simple as it is, all you need to do is move towards a ledge and then press the use key or any key that you configured in the mod's MCM menu. This will then play a short animation depending on the situation you're currently doing. Overall, it's definitely one of those mods I cannot play without. Moving on, we have EVG Climber Slope Animations. This mod dedicates itself to have a unique animation when traversing slopes in Skyrim. You'll get to see your character put an effort when climbing up a hill, or when going down slope, you'll see your character be careful on where they step on. Additionally, coming down a steeper slope, your character will slide down with rapid steps and a bracing arm. Next, we have a somewhat similar mod, but this time it works when riding a horse. Horse behavior improvements. Just like the previous mod, traversing on different slope levels will have now appropriate animations being played. As you go downhill, your character will adjust its body weight appropriately to counter gravity. In real life, this will help avoid you from falling off. As you climb up a slope, you will then pretty much do the same by countering gravity. Honestly, a straightforward mod worth having, especially if you love to ride on horses when traveling around Skyrim, as it adds a nice immersive touch to the experience. Another environmental condition animation mod is Wade in Water Redone. A simple animation mod that adds a realistic animation when passing through bodies of water. If you ever found it weird that you can simply run through different levels of water with no resistance or weight, then this mod adds a sort of weight to the water. This means that when passing through water, your character will now have a harder time, and depending on the water level, the deeper you walk through, the slower you will get. This is honestly one of my another favorite immersive animation mods, and I highly recommend you to try it out. Another mod I recommend is EVG Conditional Idols. This mod introduces new conditional animations to both the NPCs and the player character. In certain conditions, an appropriate animation would be played. For example, when it's raining and you have a shield equipped, you'll then use the shield to cover yourself from getting wet. Or if you're in a blizzard, you'll tuck your arms to keep yourself warm. When you also reach below 50% of your health, your character will show signs of injury. Another example is when you are low in stamina, your character will show that they are out of breath. And when low in magicka, your character will experience headaches. Overall, this mod is a definitely must-have, especially if you want your character to feel more alive. Immersive Interactions is another mod that gives your character life when interacting with the world of Skyrim. If you find it weird that in vanilla Skyrim your character basically just stands still despite you interacting with objects in Skyrim, well, with this mod, appropriate animations will now be played instead of just standing still. For example, when moving puzzles, your character will now show effort actually reorienting the puzzle. Other new animations such as pulling levers, opening doors,
I assure you, I'm prepared to make
lock picking, picking up items, and so much more. It honestly makes your character feel more alive when you can see them interacting to the world around them. I'd also recommend getting dynamic looting and harvesting animation, as this mod further enhances the animation when looting or harvesting. With this mod installed, you'll now be able to see the actual plant you harvested or even loot you collected. This gives a much more immersive factor when doing these animations. Take note that if you're going to use Immersive Interactions mod, be sure to disable the harvest option in the MCM menu to avoid any conflicts. Other than that, everything should work fine. Additionally, I recommend pairing the last two mods with first-person interactions, especially for those who occasionally switch between first-person and third-person. This mod is literally the same as the two previous mods, but this time all appropriate animations are now being played in first-person. Some of my favorite animations are interacting with puzzles, praying at shrines, opening doors, and harvesting flowers or ingredients. A nice feature is that when harvesting flowers, you'll be able to pick up the actual flower model. This adds an even more immersion to the game when harvesting different flowers or ingredients. And lastly, we have Divine Sprayer's animations. One of my favorite animation mod that adds 9 immersive animations when praying to one of the 9 divines. Each shrine will have its own unique animation that fits accordingly to the god you are worshipping. When praying to Talos, you'll see your character kneel before the shrine, while other prayers for the other gods have their own unique animation. I love how these animations matches the character of the god you are worshipping, and I overall find it a nice touch to have better immersion and a more modern animation. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this special theme video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to help my channel out. As always, thank you so much for all your support. Anyways, stay safe and have fun. Happy modding!